All right, welcome to another What's on Your Doorstep. Apparently, the gauntlet has been thrown down by Brad, and he tried to outdo me. And actually, he did great. I love watching him talk about movies and listening to him talk about movies. So we're gonna keep this thing going. So I got a few more box sets. You know, I don't have all the fancy imports that Brad has, although I did just place an order through Amazon Germany. So I'll probably show those off when I get them in. But I got a few more things I want to show off. This is probably the last of my favorite like box set type things. So the first one I want to show off. This was the first import that I bought, and it's Arrow. It's the first I've heard about Arrow Video, and it was their Battle Royale box set. This thing, I know they still sell this film, but this box set, I mean, it's gigantic. I mean, compare it to, you know, their regular size, right? See the scale there? Huge, but sexy as hell. I mean, check this out. You have all these separate things. You take it out, and you have the theatrical cut, the director's cut. You got comics and postcards, booklets and special features, all separated out. Now, this is kind of what I like. I mean, like I showed off with the, you know, Hellraiser set. I like that the posters and all that stuff are kind of set apart in one little thing. So we got them all just nicely put in here. There's comic book, postcards, and all that great stuff. Battle Royale Parents' Day is the comic. And pretty cool, because it looks like, I mean, it's not normal comic book-ish. It's, you know, like painted artwork. It looks really, really cool. Pretty great as far as the comic book goes. There's, of course, the limited edition authenticity right here. They did 10,000 units, which is a lot. So, but my number was 7,311. Actually, I got two limited edition cards. So technically, mine is 7,310 and 7,311. I don't know. So a little goof up happened on mine. Does that make this more special? I don't know. Kick-ass poster. Show this off. Right there. Was that right? I've been drinking. There it is, right there. And then there's the other side. So, one of these is going to get framed at some point in this room. And then, of course, there's some pretty badass little postcards here. I mean, this is one of my favorite films of all time. Love this flick. So that's just the goodies. And then you got a bunch of you got the special features, and all the discs are housed nicely in these little cases. The artwork is fantastic. More booklets, artwork and concepts, and other stuff like that. So I'm a sucker for a bunch of little booklets and all that stuff. Essays and commentary. Fantastic. So that's the Battle Royale set. I remember when I first saw Battle Royale, I was like shaking. I was so excited to watch it because I had bought this imported DVD, and I was living in the Midwest. Bought this imported DVD from California, and I thought it was really awesome. And I was all nervous. I heard it was like the most violent thing in the world, and everything. So that's the Battle Royale set. I remember I was sweating bullets because this was like 2 weeks late in the mail, and of course it was from the UK, so there was no tracking. So I just had to hope and pray that it would show up, and it finally did. And all of you, if you were one of those that ordered this, you were in the same boat. We were all waiting for this, and it was getting close to Christmas time. Of course, packages were taking forever. Bailey's excited. All right, next up, we talked about this on the show a little while ago with Stephen Thrower. But this was the American Horror Project box set from Arrow. I love these things. I hope they do more, because these are 3 films: Premonition, The Witch Who Came from the Sea, and Malatesta's Carnival of Blood. I mean, all films I hadn't really heard of. I'd heard of Witch Who Came from the Sea mainly because of the artwork. And, I mean, the artwork's badass. Doesn't happen in the movie. Still badass artwork. And anyway, we talked about the show. You can look it up. It's on the YouTube's search for the American Horror Project. Just burped. Sorry. Great box set. These films are all housed in their lovely little Arrows, white Blu-ray cases. They all look fantastic. Vinegar Syndrome actually helped restore The Witch Who Came from the Sea. Not sure if they did the other ones, but that was pretty cool that Vinegar Syndrome is actually helping restore other horror films for other companies. But the thing I like most about this is their, I mean, not that visual. I mean, I'm not like excited about that, but great little booklets here with a lot of information about the films. So, sturdy box set. That goes a long ways when it's a nice, sturdy, thick box. All right, got a couple more to show you. Apologize for the quick cuts. I keep getting interrupted. That's what happens when you have 3 kids and you're trying to do this bullshit. Next up is, I got this from the UK. This is a region-free release. I think that there have been releases of these films since then. I can't remember who released them. Synapse? But they haven't been released. But it's the basket case Trilogy. Now this is by Second Sight, and Second Sight's a pretty great UK company. They did Return of the Living Dead Blu-ray. That was like the best Blu-ray to get up until Scream Factory released theirs. And still, I was kind of up and down about letting that one go. I think the audio, there was something about the audio in the Second Sight release that was still maybe a little bit better than Scream Factory. I can't keep track. But this is basket case 1, 2, and 3. And I mean, nothing fancy, but it's a steelbook. And normally I don't really dig steelbooks because mainly because I got 3 kids and they get scratched up all the time because the kids would go through oh, look at Daddy's movies, and they'll go through all my stuff. Luckily, all my steelbooks have been relegated out of reach for the kids. But we got 3 movies in here, and they look great. So I'm assuming if you buy all 3 of these, it's probably going to be cheaper than if you find them all on their separate Blu-rays. So anyway, that's something to consider. I think this is region locked. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. It doesn't say anything on here at all, but most Second Sight stuff is region locked to UK, to B. But buy a region-free Blu-ray player. It'll change your life. 220 Electronics. Google it. Buy their shit. All right, and finally, this one I really dig. It kind of bugged me at first that it was, of course, DVD size, but the more of these sets that I buy, the more I'm kind of like over it. Whatever, it's fine. But this is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Blu-ray by Dark Sky Films, and cool artwork here. You can switch it out if you want to, right here. I had it switched around because it was within eyesight of my kids, and I was like, well, I don't want to scar them too much, so I put it to the door being shut. But if you want the door open, you just switch it. It's awesome. It's fun. It's customizable. But this, pretty badass little fold out here. God damn it. It's okay. It's okay. You can breathe. No scratches. It's Blu-ray. It's tough. Doesn't really scratch. Unlike my DVDs. That's weird. It came out the bottom portion. Now I gotta rearrange these. We'll put this down here. Pardon me. There we go. So that's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Pretty awesome release from them. To me, it's the most definitive release. Until, of course, it's going to get the Ultra HD treatment and be released again. but whatever. All right, that's gonna do it. I didn't get the fancy truck looking set. I don't got the space, but that was available as well. But anyway, all right, well, that's gonna do it for my what's on your doorstep this time around. Let me let you guys know, if you dig coffee shop horrors right here, go to coffeeshopofhorrors.com, use the code SCREAMCAST10, and you get a 10% discount. Awesome coffee. I drink it every day in my Screamcast mug. Is this the equivalent of like wearing your own band t-shirt? That's what I want to know. And also got to shout out to my Fright Rags t-shirt. I've had this forever, but Thrill Me and Fright Rags. I hope they reprint this. That'd be great. Great shirt. That's going to do it for this week's, this time for me, What's on Your Doorstep. Look forward to more, and hopefully Brad releases more as well. Subscribe and all that stuff. Leave comments and everything. And of course, check out our podcast every week over at thescreamcast.com or over at oneofus.net. We're part of their network over there. So check them all out. Thanks for watching.